up, guys? Time to show off another build that'll be available today. This is another NH Kraken build. One of the cool things about this is one of my original style dials, which is a acid etched, painted, and bronze dial. So the cool things with these are, when we originally did these, we painted them all the same, but then we baked them, and every 5 minutes we pulled one out and we cranked it up a little bit higher. So you got a myriad of colors and darknesses with the bronzing and color change. So as you can see with this one, you got some like nice light blue over here, and then you get into some darker blue and purple. But these were all painted exactly the same, but they all came out different. So I still have a small stack of blues and greens, and some of my blues get into purples and almost some pinks. Don't have too many of these left, but it's always good to bring them out every once in a while. And this one's brought out in a brushed Pam style case with your click bezel, not basil. This is actually a lumed bezel insert. So, pretty cool looking bezel insert, diver style. Milled caseback, solid caseback, and then I put this on a complementing strap. This is done in a two-tone, like, I don't want to say battleship gray, but it's got a nice blue-gray tone to it, which goes well with the dial. Now, it's far enough away that you don't notice that it's not exactly the same, but if you turn it just right, you can see that this blue right here and this blue right here are pretty spot on. But it's just the underlying hint. So I did one that had a little less of it on that, so that it's just a nice little pop of color to go with the dial. And silver handset on there. And a brushed Preview Kraken engraved buckle. With a ghosted little BVW there. So it pretty much goes away until you get it in the light. And that is the build. So hopefully you guys like this. I used to do this dial a lot, and then I stopped working with that dial maker. And yeah. So now we just recreate the dial in different versions, and but I still have some of the old ones. But with this one, if you've seen any of my other videos where I go over this Pam case, I don't trust the waterproofness. There is a sapphire glass here. This is a you use like a ball to loosen and tighten these up. But water can get in here, because the only thing that keeps water out is this lever. The lever doesn't take much. It does, but it doesn't, you know. So to wind it or set the time, you're going to release the pressure. You've got this hinge point right here. You can see as you pull this, that slides up, releases the crown. At that point you can wind. Now with these you can't wind too far, because you've got this crown guard here. So you're literally only doing like third turns. It says an NH38 movement in it, which has a 41-hour power reserve. So before you put it on, you'll want to wind it just a little bit to make sure you don't lose time throughout the day. You've got a rotor in the back, you just can't see it. But that movement, as well as a little bit of the wind here, will keep your time through the day. So what you'll do is you'll wind this up for probably 5-6 seconds, because you're only doing quarter turns with this guard on the way. When you're happy with your winding, you're going to pull it to the 1 and only click. You'll notice that you are in the time setting position, because you have a hacking movement, and the seconds hand will stop. You can then set your time. Okay, Google, what time is it? 11:37 a.m. When you push this over and get it right out of the time setting, second hand will pick back up. And then you'll just collapse it back down. And you're done. You hit that with a little bit of actual watch cleaner there. And that foamer, you put a tiny bit of foam on there, and this is like a crap load of cleaner. So that's the watch. If it's going to you, congrats. I hope you love it. It is a very sturdy, nice watch. And this is an HD strap. So if you are a fan of HD, these are super, super comfy, soft straps. The build will come with matching beads, as always. Entirely up to you whether you wear those or not. And it will come with one of my new slider boxes. So, Kraken engraved. A slider box. With one of my new watch pillows. Just a little Atlas style in here. And these are stuffed extra big to make sure they fit in here, which isn't ideal for the watches because I can't, they go on almost at like the last hole here to have the biggest, because I just stuffed these a little extra big just to make sure that the watch set perfectly in there. Well, that's a pretty massive wrist, right? So probably overstuffed these things, but it's too late. I'm not going to pull it back out. So you get your nice slider box in there. You're going to get some of that watch cleaner, which is that foamer that's good on all glass and metal parts, everything here in the center. Non-streaking, non-toxic, non-residuing. You noticed it was not streaking. You can't really notice if it's not toxic. I didn't try any of it. And no residue. So you're also going to get a microfiber. I used one of those brown ones I just had sitting beside me, but you're going to have one of these BBW ones. And then you're also going to have some leather conditioner to keep that strap perfectly soft. If you ever feel that it's not, you're going to apply it on the front and back. Primarily, you're going to put it in the back because that's what's making contact with your skin. But that said, you're going to don't use a microfiber, use a rag or something that you'd apply conditioner to, like boots, belt, that kind of thing. So just an old rag kind of style. And that's it. That's the build. If it's going to you, thank you so much for your support. I appreciate you. And if you want me to build you something custom and unique, reach out. And I'll see what I can do. And if you want to continue to see videos like this, like and subscribe as I put them up all the time. Thanks, guys.